Do you know why the caged bird sings? Trick question. Birds don't sing, they screech in pain, and the reason they scream got nothing to do with their cage. It's rage. From pain sustained with age, as time goes on, the memories don't fade, they stay. Continuing to replay over and over and over again, and sometimes the bird becomes a prisoner being held captive by its own freedom because the bird puts too much value on how it thinks people want it to be free. The irony of being locked down while holding the key, it feel that singing really be the only way for its release. So instead of being free, it just captivates the crowd. All the while, you just see a poet being still in a penitentiary with heavy pieces and sharp words, while its pen's intensity forces it to sing. Standing up on stage is seemingly free, yet surrounded by bars and guards down. It'll screech and scream its rage, still caged while telling them everything it's been through. Little birdie, they'll always want to know who hurt you. Why don't you tell them what still bothers you, your trauma? Tell them all about your trauma and how it has a hold of you and how it be a straitjacket that functions unlike most do, and how you have no desire to hurt anyone's seed, let alone a worm or a fly. So why not just fly? Why keep singing about your trauma? Why keep raising your voice so high? Maybe it's because singing about your trauma forces you to hug yourself. It forces you to give you some of the love you keep trying to give everyone else. Do you know why the caged bird screams? The bait, the aches, the pain of having wings that stretch out to take everyone else under, but never spread wide enough to comfort itself. The same wings that help it take flight and soar so high, but never enough to heal. It soars most nights, so it cries. Do you know why the caged bird cries? Tell me, do you know why the poet writes? Trick question. Poets don't write, they bleed. Standing up here in a cage ain't easy. Poets don't write, they bleed. Standing up here in a cage ain't easy. And though you watch as they wring out their gauzes on the stage, you don't see that their notebook be where they do all the bleeding. Their book be like a bed, its sheets be where they find the most comfort, be where they lay their burdens down. So now do you know why the poet writes? You know that poetry be how they right their wrongs, but don't know that poetry be how they turn their pain, their screams into songs. No matter how wrong writing may feel, no matter how you say they should deal, they heal. In those sheets every night, they find a resting place amongst sheets that fit them just right and just like those fitted sheets. It'd be hard to fold, and so screeching, screaming, singing be the only way for their story to be told. This poem is coming to an end, and I still haven't told you exactly why any of this occurs. And so if I ask you what caused the bird such hurt, it would be a trick question. Answering these questions was never on me, but I'm sure by now you feel a bit of sympathy after just hearing the caged poet sing.